So I was a little bit worried about the gear lube that came out of that motor, since that pump was messed up so bad, but that gear lube looks fine. It's got a nice pretty blue color to it. Of course, I put it in a dirty jug, so you can't really tell, but the new stuff I'm putting in there is so pretty. I decided I need to make a video of that too, because it ain't every day you get to see something this pretty. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Oh, just look at it. It's blue. Oh, it's blue. So this stuff here, of course I bought it from the boat dealer, was 20 bucks for the bottle and another 12 bucks for this little pump. That's a lot of money for a quart of gear oil. Howsoever, it is a very expensive motor. You know, you go buy a 90 horsepower 4-stroke Yamaha motor, or just price one. See what kind of money they're going for. You can probably start to get the idea that I've got, that it's worth taking care of this. Now I wonder if this is set up in such a way so that I guess it is, because I see the bubbles going in and I see the level going down. I started to say, you know, if you didn't have some kind of an air vent on this system, you wouldn't be able to pump gear lube in there with the plug in the bottom, because the air would keep it from working. Now what's going on? Am I not pumping it hard enough, or am I not? Is that little thing on that little thing not long enough? That could be true. That little thing on that thing might not be long enough. I might have to tilt the bottle like this here. Or maybe I need to put it up like this here. Get it running. Will that work? You ain't gonna be a pain in the neck for me, are you? Are you really? After all that money I paid, I expect better service than that. I wonder if it's air blocked. It could be. You know, I was just talking about that. About wondering whether or not they had any kind of vent system to let the air back out. Maybe instead of doing that, Lordy mercy, Lordy mercy, I said, Lordy mercy. I ain't complaining too much. I tell you, after pulling this lower end off and putting it back on 5 times, and then finally getting it to work, I feel pretty grateful to the Lordy right now. Even if I do have a funny little thing going on right here. I'm pretty sure that's not enough. Put that back in there. Y'all even see what I'm doing? Let's look over here toward the motor. Might not be able to. Oh, the joy. Tell you what, if y'all didn't hang out with me, what would you have to do? You'd just get bored as all get out, wouldn't you? Wouldn't be nothing very exciting going on in your lives. Pretty sure of that. Oh yeah, see, that's only that long. That needs to have a tube or something to go on the bottom of this. Let's see if I can find one. Okay then, there you go. There was a tube. It was inside the package and I didn't see it. So, that should help considerably. Oh, the joy. Oh, the high technology and the joy. Oh, the mess I'm making. Look at me. Oh, just look at me making a mess here. Mercy sakes, great balls of fire. See, if y'all don't get anything else from watching my videos, you should be getting some kind of entertainment value out of watching me. It's like watching Elmer Fudd or Daffy Duck. You know how they mess up everything, but it's funny. They get into all kind of mischief and all. Oh, that's what we're doing right here. That's what we're doing right here. We're just having us a big old time, like Elmer Fudd or Donald Duck or Daffy Duck or some of them. Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny's usually a lot smarter than I am. He usually comes out ahead on everything. I mean, I come out all right, but I'm obviously not the smartest Bugs Bunny, because he's kind of the master, you know. He's kind of like, oh, there we go. Now look at it. Now look at that. Oh, just look at that. Now, that's the way it's supposed to work. Now we're cooking with gas. Yep, sure enough. All right, I take back all the discouraging words I said about the people that made this little pump thing, because obviously, the person that uses this has to be smart enough to attach the lower tube so you can reach the bottom of the jar. But do you think I'm smart enough to attach the lower tube so you can reach the bottom of the jar? Apparently not. No. I'm also gonna gas up the boat. I got me some fresh non-ethanol gas over there, and I put a couple of cans of gas additive in the old gas from last year, and I did run the gas down on this thing a goodly bit at the end of the season. And I'm going to change the engine oil on the motor there. And what else? Like I said, I was thinking about putting spark plugs in it. I guess I might just wait and see how it runs. I mean, if it runs pretty good with the spark plugs that are in there. Actually, they're not as expensive as I thought. I was expecting them highfalutin Yamaha spark plugs to cost a fortune, but they're not so bad. Not according to the price I saw online when I looked them up. So there's a pint right there. I don't know how much this thing holds. I suppose that I could look it up, but usually what you do on one of these or on any kind of rear end grease type situation is you fill it up till it reaches the level here where you can't get no more in there, and that's how you know you got enough in there. And I might want to get my little drain bucket, so when I pull that off, if any drips out, it'll drip in the drain bucket instead of on the ground. I say about old oil, and I use it for lubrication purposes. You know, for example, this is pretty thin oil. This would make good bar oil in a chainsaw. Sometimes I mix acetone with old motor oil and make what do you call that stuff that you loosen up bolts with? Bolt loosener? No, you don't call it that. What do you call it? You call it that stuff you loosen up bolts with, whatever that is. Oh, look at there. Now it's sucking out air. I wonder if it's designed to do that when it gets full. Could be, you know, could be. Could be that whoever designed this was smart. They could have been really smart. Yep, could have been really smart. So I'm really happy. I'd been praying about my boat motor. You know, I spent a lot of money to get this boat, and I can't afford to repair it. Like if I had to pay a boat mechanic, I'm pretty sure I'd have to sell a car or something. So I had some money there for a while because I sold my house up in Maine. But I looked like a rich feller for a little while, but now that's all done. Now I need for this boat to last me the rest of my life, so I ought to take pretty good care of it. That's kind of the plan. That's kind of the plan that I got. I'm gonna loosen that up off of there and see what it looks like. Maybe I can do this without making a big mess as I made last time when I did this. This is a pretty decent looking little setup actually. I mean, I like this little pumper thing for this. Oh yeah, look at that. He's just shooting out of there now. See, there was some air pressure in that. I guess I could go look up and see how much the foot of a 90 horsepower Yamaha 4-stroke outboard holds, but I'm guessing it's about a pint because that looks about like as much as came out here. Although other than that little spatter, I don't see any running back out. I suppose I could hook my little hickey back up and put a little bit more in there. See how that works out. We can do that. I've done dumber things, worser things. I bet that's going to squirt at me again when I pull that off, as it feels a little bit like it's got pressure on it. Now we'll get ready for the big explosion here. Oops. That other part's coming loose this time. There's this part. You ready for it? Here it comes. Alright, I think it's safe to say she's full now. Bless my little heart. Oh, the joy. Yeah, she's full now. Okay. 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 All right. Suppose I ought to reattach all these little water wires and put clamps on them. I'll get back with y'all later. I'm gonna do more stuff, but nothing that makes for good video. Not like spurting oil all over me. That's a lot more fun than what I'm gonna do next.